If you're an HD customer, you've been waiting a long time for an HD update. I know, but I think you're all gonna like this one. So welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mell with Marty's Buick GMC and Chevrolet. And in today's video, I'm excited to uncover the 2024 Silverado HD's revised interior. So let's get into it. All right, so I've got a few images here to share with you guys, but let's start with this one right here. Now, it's cool, right? Now, based on this open pore wood trim and brown leather on the console lid, I'm quite certain that what we're looking at here is the high country trim. And the new dashboard, I mean, this thing looks absolutely fantastic. Let's be honest. And I'm sure that big 13.4-inch touch display sitting in the center is making at least a few of you guys smile, justifiably so. You've been waiting for it for a long time. Underneath the screen, we can see a few of the switches, including hill descent control, looks like traction control, and I believe this one here might be to drop the tailgate, but it's a little tough for me to make out in this image. You know, in addition to that 13.4-inch display, of course, it looks like it was pulled right from the newly refreshed 2022 GM light-duty trucks. It also looks like we're getting the full digital instrument cluster as well, which we can assume is going to be the same 12.3-inch system, once again, right from the refreshed light-duty side of things. But not everything from the light-duty trucks has made its way into the HD. I'm guessing some of you will be a little happy to see that the column shifter remains in the new HD trucks. I know that move from the column shifter to the console shifter was sort of like a hot button topic when it came to the 2022 refresh 1500 trucks. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what kind of feedback is now that we know the console shifter, it does live on, at least on the HD side of things. Now, a few other things to mention. Right here under the vent, we can see we've got that same button to open the glove box now. We've got our HVAC controls at the bottom of the center stack. We've got the trailer brake controller over on the left, and it doesn't appear like we have any really big changes to the steering wheel, at least not from what I can see. But I am a big fan of this big stainless steel speaker grill. At least I'm pretty sure that's got to be the speaker grill, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. I've talked about the speaker grills in a bunch of videos. I think that it just looks way, way better, way more higher quality. So I'm just happy to see that kind of thing transition over to this truck as well. This close-up view right here on the center console certainly gives us a better look at that perforated brown leather running down the center with what looks like we got white and gray contrast stitching. We've also got the wireless charging dock right here, and then, of course, our cup holders, because, you know, what could we do without cup holders? Now, running along the sides of the console is more open pore wood, which is, of course, accented by aluminum trim. I mean, you guys with me on this thing, but this thing looks pretty damn good to me. Also, thanks to GM keeping the column shifter, we do have a much bigger storage section right here on the console. And then the last shot I have is this one right here, where we can see we've got that HD surround vision mirror, of course, overhead LED lighting, OnStar buttons, power sliding rear window controls, we've got the moonroof controls, and then programmable garage door buttons. All pretty much business as usual, at least from what I can tell. Now, the last couple things I want to show you guys, my spy photographers did manage to capture a few exterior images of the truck like this one that we're looking at right here, but of course it's still covered in pretty heavy camo. However, if we take a close look right here, we can see what appears to be production-ready headlights, and those certainly look different than what we have currently on the 2022 Silverado HD. And if I'm honest, they actually kind of look a bit more GMC to me with that sort of stack design that we can see right here in this image a little bit better. But honestly, I guess we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer to know for sure. Now down low, you can see we do have vertical stacked LED fog lights and of course chrome tow recovery hooks. And then a quick look, one last one, at the side profile, we can see we do have those power steps sitting right up close to the body. Pretty much amp research steps is pretty much what they look like. The wheel design probably doesn't matter. It's probably going to be something else. But one thing I do want to say is that it would have been nice if they could have come up with a different side mirror design. It's pretty much the one thing I've hated about the HD trucks, and I know I'm not alone there. It's not a huge deal by any means. They work great, the way they slide and they tilt and they move. It's all good, but they just bother me visually. Like I said, it's not a big deal. But as for an expected production date, we still don't know much, but I'm pretty confident that these will be available at the very latest, the beginning of next year. And remember, for you Duramax fans out there, we're still expected to see some huge power numbers out of the updated Duramax. If you didn't see my video on that, I'll leave a link right here. But it is expected that the new Duramax will hit that 500 horsepower and 1,100 pound-feet of torque mark, so fingers crossed for that. So, you know what? Lots of good stuff to look forward to when it comes to these new HD trucks. Your wait, guys, it's almost over, I promise. And this truck being tested with production headlights is a really good indication that it's almost done and ready for the assembly line. And that, my good friends, is your 2024 Silverado HD High Country update. As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you made it this far in the video, if it helped you out in some way, you got a little value out of it, you're happy to finally see that interior, if you could do me a huge favor, you know what I'm going to ask. If you could just hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Maybe share this video with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't already for fresh General Motors related news and content every single week. Be sure to check out my friends over at gmpartsdepartment.com for all your GM OEM parts needs, and I will see you all in the very next video. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you in the next one.